Surprising transfer insider shocked after hearing where Manchester United might turn for signing. The Red Devil could bring in defender should one depart. Manchester United may target a center defender as the window progresses, according to Dan Jones. The club have brought in two signing already this window and plan on adding more. What is the latest Manchester United transfer news? The Red Devil are interested in bringing in defensive reinforcement this window. That is according to the Mail Online, who stated that Everton, Gerrard, Braithwaite, and OGC Nice, Jean-Claire Tadibo are names that are being considered by the club this summer should they go into the market for a center defender. The club were interested in French defender Axel Disasi early on the summer. However, the former AS Monaco man recently joined Chelsea in a deal worth £38.5 million to partner up with the old defensive partner Benno by the side at Stamford Bridge. Any move for defender will most likely rely on Harry Maguire departing on the club this window, as Ham United have been very interested in buying the player this window, with manager David Moyes reportedly a big fan of the centre back and want to bring him to London Stadium. However, the Hammers have already seen a £20 million offer rejected for the player, with reports stating the player has admitted that he wants to stay at Manchester United next season and fight for his place in Erik ten Hag's starting lineup, especially with the Euros next summer. Speaking to Keep Me Sport, transfer insider Jones stated that was it the defender are probably the lowest ranked need. They are considering both European players as well as an up and coming Premier League star for the position. He stated, I find it surprising that where United may turn in a moment like this, but the news that the Chelsea had ended up and Chelsea is not exactly idle. I still feel there is a chance United turn to one of their other options on the continent, but an up and coming Premier League star is definitely an up and coming Premier League star is definitely an interesting idea. A defender is probably the lowest rank. Need a stand anyway. A midfielder is where they are going to turn after Rasmus Holland, and they need to find Maguire a new club to make space for a new centre back. Which center defender should the Manchester United sign? Both options could be good purchase for Manchester United this summer. Ben White would be a fantastic homegrown option. The defender impressed last season out and loan at Dutch side PSV Eindhoven, making 37 appearances in all competition, scoring 4 and assisting 2 en route to leaving the Dutch Cup with the club, which the Englishman ended the season with a 6.80 score rating. The Bournemouth Carizal man is an impressive ball player according to FBref, sitting in the top 23% for both passes attempt and pass completion percent, still also being a threat in the opposition area. With his non-penalty expected goal plus expected goal process for 0.13 per 90, putting him in the top 10% in that category, making him an ideal candidate for Ten Hag style for play. Ben White is also left foot and would be fantastic competition at full left centre back as well as left back for both Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw. Tadibo would seem to be a better fit as competition for fellow countryman Rebel Brand. The former Barcelona man is an ever better ball player than Ben White, according to FBref, sitting in the top 12% for both passes attempted per 90 and pass completion percent. The French international is also an incredibly strong tackler with his 2.38 tackles per 90, ranking him in the top 8% for center backs across Europe, top 5 leagues, which is statistically compares well to the likes of Diet of Meccano and Milan Skriniar.